Alright, so we're back. The computer did have a minor conniption fit. It's
You sound
old.
like my grandmother.
Why, conniption fit?
Hmm.
Well, I'm old too.
Well, she's also dead now, so that's a little different.
Not that old.
Well, you
Uh,
can die at any age, Jay.
no, you can't. I'm going to pretend you can't. Because apparently everyone's just dying now because that's a cool thing to do.
Well, there's a very good reason for that, Jay.
Yes, because people are getting older.
Yes.
And I don't like that, and I think it's wrong.
Yes, when it comes down to natural causes,
Yes.
every day makes someone more likely to die.
Yes, and that's not fair. And I demand a recount.
Actually, no, it's entirely fair because it affects all of us equally.
No, I disagree. It should, only affect those that deserve it. And
You want to just keep getting older forever.
Yes.
Well, that seems like it'd be kind of backfire after a while.
Well, yeah, after a while it would start to have, diminishing returns, but still.
I mean, some people already live beyond diminishing returns.
Yeah, true. Alright, so I'm going to have to place, and yeah, so replace air, stone brick, then replace grass, stone brick. There. So, if I want to do this right, I have to move down here to about here and replace air, stone brick. Oh, I have to actually hit position, air, and then replace grass. Alright, this seems to be way less harmful to the computer.
That's good.
So, replace air, replace grass. So, having...
How did that work?
Huh?
Hang on.
Mm-mm-mm.
You should, come teleport over to me for a moment.
1 second. I'll be there in just a momentito. Alright, I can just do this. I'm done. Replace air, stone brick, replace grass, stone brick. Alright. Alright, what am I looking? Oh! Oh, yes. This is
Stand there and hit F3.
And this is a ice plains biome. Plains biome. Ice plains biome. Plains biome. Fun with world edit. I forgot to actually start a timer when I started recording, so I now need to pull the program up so that I can see its recording timer.
It hasn't been that long so far.
Nah. Alright, so... It's only like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and actually, I turned my rain and snow back on,
Yeah.
so I can just see it snowing on this one little block.
This reminds me of... I was talking to some of my friends in Europe, and
They don't understand snow.
they don't understand the fact that I live in a city. And they're like, what do you mean they don't send around a service to shovel all your snow for you? Like, no. Like, you have some of the highest taxes in the world. Why don't they do that? And like, I don't know. That's ridiculous. I would write a letter to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, won't do any fucking good. You can write all the letters you want. They're not going to pay anyone to shovel my walk. And as a matter of fact, you can legally get in trouble for not shoveling your front walk. I'm like, what? I'm like, yep. Well, why? Isn't the sidewalk public property there? Sure is. How can you get in trouble? Because you didn't shovel it. That makes no sense. Yep. Well, blah, 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 I wouldn't do that. You'll get fined. I don't think you understand that it does not work the way that it does in Europe here. Wherever the hell you are from. My one friend who, Mr. Boo is his online name. And yeah, he just was like, oh, I'd write a letter to the solicitor about that and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, solicitor.
That is so damn British, it's adorable. Because no, that shit ain't gonna fly. Alright, is the skirt done? It might be. Oh, the skirt might be done. Of course, the simplest way to tell would be to fly under it. Actually, no, it's about the same either way now, since I can't actually see the other side of the skirt from underneath it. That's terrifying.
Yeah, we're making a pretty big thing.
Okay, from the dead center of under...
From the edge, like, as far as we're filled in, I can't even see the spawner column from here.
By the time we are done, I don't think I'll be able to see the edges of the underside of this pyramid of insanity from the top.
Right.
Or from underneath, I don't think I'll be able to see the final steps. If I'm standing in the dead middle, everything will be out of render distance.
Yeah, I think so.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, that was right. I hate it when there's like just a tiny bit of lag and you're not sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There you go. Position 1. It's like I was trying to explain to them the fuckery of the U.S. government when it comes to certain things. It was like, take Detroit, for example. Just take Detroit in general. Please take it away. But, they're now actually threatening to take people's children away from them because they refuse to pay for hot and cold running poison. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Because Detroit has a law on the books that, that says that if you do not have average everyday necessities... I've made an error again.
Did you break it again?
I may very well have done that.
How much did you try to fill this time?
Well, this time it was only 4,000. Oh, God, I'm in a wall.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. But, they have a law in the books that says that if you don't have average required necessities for living, like water, or hot and cold running water, then they can take your children away. So,
well, and in most cases that seems fairly sensible.
Yes, and now people are refusing to pay their water bill for the hot and cold running poison. And I overshot the blocks by 1. Oops.
Oh.
I just need to take down a row of stone brick. So, since people aren't willing to pay for, the toxic water, they're now going, we could take your kids away from you for this.
Yes, but think of the lawsuits.
I don't think Detroit will really care. Looking at the shit they have done so far.
Well, yeah.
And someone actually pointed out why all the stupid shit is going on. And that is because since the water supply in Detroit is owned by the city, it cannot be used for private businesses. So, all of the sudden, when a bunch of, companies came in and started going, you know what we want to start doing around Detroit, or around your city? Fracking. All of a sudden they went, we need a privately owned water supplier. So, that's what happened. I was like, you know what? I don't pay. I try and avoid politics at all costs. Just because I get sick of this bullshit. But, man, fuck Detroit. Well, Michigan in general. I feel bad for the people that live there. I really do.
Well, yeah, but that's normal.
Yeah, I mean, those are just, poor people, or, not as in poverty, but, poor as in you poor bastards, trying really hard to survive, just getting screwed over. Though I was pleased to see that apparently a large portion of the Bundy protesters were arrested, including their leaders.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those, okay, that's good. I want something else to be appearing on my Facebook feed for a while now, thank you. Alright, I need smaller chunks because that lagged a bit. But yeah,
I've been one off with that.
But yeah, so at this point, I feel sympathy for people. However, what I really want is people to talk about different things on Facebook.
Well, that's often the case.
I have had one of those moments where I suddenly realized that someone I had been trying to track down for over 10 years was actually on Facebook. And it's like, oh, well, motherfucker. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But yeah, I just, my friend Dave, who was my best friend growing up for years and years and years and years. And I tried tracking down his fucking home address and mailed him a letter, and I guess it was the wrong address, and blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, one day I was looking at a friend of ours, who had been a mutual friend of ours, and I just see Dave. I'm like, you son of a bitch. It was definitely one of those things, though, of ha ha ha. You have definitely matured more of an adult, more as an adult than I have. Good for you. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. You have definitely got more adult responsibilities than I have. Good for you. And that's not necessarily a good thing, but,
Right.
he actually takes care of his responsibilities, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But it was just one of those things of, even though, I haven't even talked to him since re-adding him, it's still nice to go, okay, you're alive. That's all I really wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I told, well, I did tell you, but, I started telling random stories about stupid shit I have done. And it actually led to, and I know it's not hard to create a subreddit, but it led to a subreddit being created specifically because of a story I told. And that subreddit was Our Crazy Revenge.
Uh-huh.
Because I was telling the story about the time I leapt off of my friend's roof in order to attempt to murder someone. I mean, thankfully I didn't. I don't actually ever want to do that. But it was just one of those, he pulled a knife on my friend. My friend is bleeding. He has to die. And, not necessarily logical.
No.
Alright, so that's another level. Yeah. We're both filling in glass. Glass. Yes, we're both filling in glass and bad Asian stereotypes.
Oh.
Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Now I have to kill. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that will be 8.
Well,
1.
if this layer is too high, it's your fault because I'm just following the outline.
Yeah, it may very well be. And I screwed up the outline badly.
Well, I mean, like the corner frame.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, God, what was it? Had the rather unfortunate... Well, no, I'll not mention that on camera.
Well, now I'm interested.
It's actually nothing at all fun or, good in any way, shape, or form. It was just one of those, it's someone else's business, won't talk about that on camera because I would want, I respect them.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, I think... Okay, so it's only off by 1. I can fix that by sticking this brick wall out by 1. So, almost no concern.
Not like I care. It's not my problem to fix it.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so... Alright. It needs to be 1 lower, don't it? Yeah.
And what's the depth? 16?
16 from front or from base of wall, not counting the wall itself, to the stone brick edge. That'll be 16 total. Alright.
Well, whatever. You can fix it if it goes wrong.
This is why I try never to design anything myself. And in the midst of all the chaos going on with the snow and the everything else, Angel has decided that we are totally just going to give up vaping. So...
Well, you'll save a little money that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of money, but mostly it's, for the health reasons, which I understand. Which is, why we stopped smoking. But since I didn't get a chance to get any zero nicotine e-liquid before this happened, so I could, have a little bit of help with that. I have actually had to go back to smoking because that's the only source of nicotine we had in the house because we had some cigars in the freezer.
As you do.
So, counterproductive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because, I smoked for so long, and then the vaping, and I do want to stop. I'd actually like to live longer. That is one of my goals.
Living longer would be good.
So, today she was like, here, order some, zero nicotine stuff. Like, okay. Because there's a place that sells it for like $5 a bottle, and if it just keeps me from being an asshole, then it's worth it.
Money well spent, yes.
Yes.
Good thing I'm paying attention to my numbers. I was drifting a little bit there. Come on, catch up. There we go. Apparently I drifted farther than I... Jay, you put me in a wall.
That's fine. That's fine, Montresor. Ha ha. Murder humor. Oh.
I don't want that. No, that can't be position 1.
Oh, but, oh god, what was it? That was Cask of Amontillado. Which, I'm getting a little bit... Okay, no, it's spelled weird. But I'm a little bit sick of hearing people call it Amontillado. Like, it's weird French, Italian, Spanish something, but... Which I learned because of, Fallout 4 is actually... the old Edgar Allan Poe story actually took place at the fort known as the Castle in Boston.
Oh.
Well, one of the names for it. It has an actual name, and I can't fucking remember it, but, I remember a video game location as opposed to history.
Right.
But... Arg. There. But, yeah, I mean, actually, it's a good place to call an episode, because it's 19...